Today I'm going to give you my review about season 2 of Lucifer and its characters, and also my thoughts about what's going to happen on season 3 and my questions for it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Carla here, and today I'm going to talk a little about each character and link with some plots of season 2 of Lucifer, and it's going to be in a similar format than in season 1. So let's go straight to it, guys. Let's start with the main character from Lucifer, which is Lucifer itself. It's amazing how each episode they made this Lucifer getting his feelings, and the feeling is love. The love and care that he have for Chloe, how he missed her when he left for 2 weeks and then he came back because he misses his job. We know that it's not his job he's missing, it's Chloe. He finally kissed. Okay, it wasn't him that kissed Chloe, it was Chloe that kissed him, but things didn't happen the way I thought it would be. I thought they would kiss and like start dating, but that's not what happened, because I thought, okay, now it doesn't have anything can happen to stop that. And then we find out that Chloe is a miracle that God sent to be in Lucifer's path. And Lucifer and his feelings about his dad, he being angry with his dad complicates things in the season. And what I hate the most, complicated things with Chloe. Really? So Lucifer thinks that Chloe is a manipulation of his dad. He's a pawn in this. She's a pawn in this manipulation, and you know, one thing that I see no reason for. I don't see an explanation. There's two moments. It's 2 moments in the show till now that Lucifer found out something about Chloe. First, in season 1, they find out that Chloe makes him vulnerable, and now that she's a miracle, and he believes that she's a manipulation of his dad. So both times he thought that Chloe knew everything, that she was making on purpose, you know, like she's making him vulnerable on purpose. And now that she knew that she was a miracle that was supposed to be in his path. So it's very complicated because we know that she doesn't know anything, but he always jumps to the assumption that yeah, she knows. So it was already weird, awkward how Lucifer asked in season 1 to see her back, see if she had wings. But in the season, he just get into her house yelling at her, and she was bleeding because she was poisoned. But he thought that she had something to do with it, and I think it's weird. And even after everything they've been through, he really thought that. I am really scary when Lucifer is going to tell her that, not tell her, but show her his face and tell that he's actually the devil. Because if Lucifer wasn't fully convinced that Chloe didn't know about everything, how will Chloe be convinced, although she said to him that in this point she will accept everything? And I really like that. And Lucifer really decided now to tell her that he is Lucifer, he is the devil. Show her, not tell her, because he always tells her and she doesn't believe him. But I am scared of this situation, that she may not believe, but may not take it well. And if she is like Linda, doesn't take it well, but it passed one episode, it's fine. I just can't, if Chloe, if she rejects him, I will be very sad about it. I am really hoping that in the next season they try something else again. I really, really don't want to wait anymore. Who watch my videos know that what I always said, but I don't mind repeating it. I think that Chloe, it's not a manipulation. Well, maybe she is a manipulation, but Lucifer, with his hate for his dad, is just inclined to see the worst in everything God does. So even though God asked Amenadiel to come to earth and blessing Penelope, and then the miracle, it's Chloe come to cross paths with Lucifer, that I don't see it as a manipulation. I see it as a gift, because Chloe is the only one that actually could get in love with Lucifer. And Lucifer maybe wouldn't fell in love with her if she was just like all over his mojo, She wouldn't be the different one, and he wouldn't care about her so much, because his dad didn't make Chloe for him to be vulnerable. She made him vulnerable for the way she made him feel, not because she is immune to him. The funny thing is that Amenadiel said the same thing about the piece of the sword that he was in his necklace, that I keep saying about Chloe to Lucifer, that she is not a manipulation, or better, that his necklace, the piece being with him, is not a manipulation from his dad. It's a gift. And his dad doesn't say everything all the time, because he wants them and for the humans to actually learn things by themselves and get into their assumptions, And also God Johnson said something that I keep saying, that it's so what? You don't have free will anymore? So if you like her and she likes you, it's because God said that God made this? It doesn't hurt the whole point of free will. So now about Chloe. So this season I don't have anything bad to say about her. Not that the last season I had, but the last season she made a few decisions that for me sounded like she didn't trust Lucifer. But this season she get angry with him in the right moments, and she actually validated a few things, like she validated his emotions when Lux was, in danger, to be destroyed, she actually gave validation of that. She was by his side, and she didn't deny that they had a thing. Of course, after she said a lot of times that they were not having a thing, but when she accepted, she actually tried it. And of course, then Lucifer learned about the miracle thing, and he gave a few steps behind, and she just let it go. She didn't try anymore. But I like that. I also like her friendship with Maze, with Dan, because now they're friends, and I am liking their relationship as a friendly in case. With Ella, I like Ella and her friendship with Ella, and I think it's that because Linda is not exactly friends with Chloe. I guess she and Chloe had like 2 friendly conversations. The other one was a professional one, so I am not counting that one. I think that this season, Chloe doesn't understand Lucifer 100%, because for that to happen, Lucifer has to actually tell her everything, like show her everything. But since the first episode, she's like, okay, you know what? If you wanted to tell me you're Lucifer, fine. Let's pretend this is real. I want the results that you bring to me, and you the way you are. So yeah, let's pretend that you're Lucifer. I'm not going to say, okay, you're not Lucifer. Let's just go into the play with you. I'm going to play with you. Something like that. Not precisely, but she doesn't treat him like the devil. She treats him like a guy, but she also doesn't try to disbelieve him as she did in season 1. And something I thought very nice in the end of the last episode was that she said to Lucifer, like I said before, that she would, from this point, there's nothing she wouldn't understand from him. And I think that's nice, because that could be a great link to him revealing himself. I'm excited to see that. So let's talk a little about Maze. Maze, I think she and Dan was the 2 characters that changed the most in the season. But I think Maze, it's who changed the most, because she's not just a bartender of Lucifer, there's also a demon. She's actually friends with Linda, friends with Chloe. She helps Chloe doing something. She finds herself in what she wants to do, that it's bounty hunter, being a bounty hunter. And she prizes her friendships, and she actually is worried about Chloe, Linda, Trixie, and I think her relationship with Trixie is very cute. So yeah, I think Maze, it's the person that changed the most. A few of those changes I didn't like it, and I'm going to tell you I didn't like it, because for me, this season she was so mad at Lucifer, and I don't think that Lucifer deserved her to be mad all the time with him, because she was mad at him all the freaking time. Like, there's one moment she's crying when they kill him, or he kills himself to go to hell to save Chloe, and then they can bring him back, and she's crying, like really crying. It's the only moment that she, oh, he's my friend, I'm crying for him, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. It's the only time, because if it's not that, they didn't show themselves as actually friends this season. A nice conversation, that didn't happen. Oh yeah, maybe in a point in another, but she was more like, oh, you mother, that bitch, and I don't know what else to say about her. But she was always angry with Lucifer in the season. I didn't like it at all. I like her friendship, and I hope that season 2, a little of this anger that she has, it's vanished. She's badass, and I like she's being badass, but she doesn't need to be angry all the time with Lucifer. I still don't know what she did with the board ethics guy. She seduced him, she killed him, she, threatened him. What did she do? I don't know. So now about Linda. Linda is amazing. She's smart, and she's the most loyal friend that I saw in Lucifer. She's very loyal, and I love this. So even though she didn't take well the fact that Lucifer is the devil and Maze is a demon, she didn't took this information very well. But even then, she managed to, put her head straight together and just get past that. And after that happened, she was amazing, because now she can actually give advice to Lucifer, being and considering who he is. And now she doesn't be like, always stop speaking metaphors and everything like that. Although I don't think a psychiatrist would come to you and say, okay, you know what? I thought that I was helping you, but you still talking about metaphors, so stop talking. I think that a psychiatrist would say, okay, this guy needs more time with me. He's still talking in metaphors. So, okay, just keep going, because that's the problem. I think Lucifer became a friend, and as a friend, she didn't want him to talk about like metaphors. So I love that now that she knows the truth, she is part of Lucifer's plan. I just think that she has to be more careful, because using her own name to help Lucifer escape a psychiatrist hospital, it's not cool. So now about Dan. Like I said, with Maze, he is the second character that changed the most, at least for me, because I didn't like Dan at all in season 1. In season 2, I think he is more light, I believe that without Chloe and, trying to remake his marriage plot, and also without the plot about the dirty cop, I think he is a new character in season 2, and he is not like jealous or all the time. You know, in the first episodes, he's really like doesn't care about Lucifer. He's not friends with Lucifer and doesn't care about him. But after the episodes go, you know, like episode 6, 7, 8, he starts, you know, having a more valid friendship with, not a friendship, they are not friends, but they tolerate each other better, differently from season 1. In this season, he had this plot with Charlotte, but they are not meant to be. And, you know, for a moment, I thought that maybe Charlotte survived, the real Charlotte Richards survived for them to have something, but to be honest, I don't think this is going to happen, because Charlotte Richards is not the goddess. It's not the person who he started have feelings for or even caring for, because he liked the goddess, not Charlotte, if you know what I mean. I really don't remember any scene between Dan and Trixie this season. Oh yeah, true. There's a little scene with Dan and Trixie, like early in the season when she's in the precinct. But after that, not much. After the divorce, you know, actually after they decided that Chloe and Dan were getting a divorce, I don't remember Trixie and Dan together in the same scene. I may be wrong. So now let's talk about Trixie. Trixie doesn't have a lot this season. I don't feel like she had a lot of, you know, participation in the season, but I like the episode that was like focused on her. I believe you can say like that, because this episode was about the school and about the feelings, was episode 15. And I like this episode, how she feels worried about her mother, but she believes that she has to be strong and not show her mother that. I love this, actually. I love everything about this plot. And also, she's very cute. In every scene that she is talking like an adult, that it's basically all the time, that she was like, what do you really love to do? When she's talking with Maze about Maze trying to find out what she loves to do as a job, or even with Menadiel when she said that he's like a guardian angel. I like that. I like Trixie has a very good lines. It may not be huge parts in this season, but she has great lines. So Penelope, I know Penelope is not a regular, she's not a main character, but I feel like I had to say something about her. And this thing is, she just showed up in 2 episodes. One in season 1 and one in season 2. So I love how they show how different she seems in this last episode that she was in, because it showed that she can be serious. She can take things serious. And then I saw a woman who raised a child. I didn't see like a child raising another child like she seemed in the season 1, and I have no problem with her childish behavior, like, or she's like that, and I don't see a problem with this, but it's nice seeing that she can be serious too, you know. So about Ella is a great add to the season. I love her character, and she and the goddess Charlotte, she's the two characters. There's the first time that show it is in the season 2. So I simply love her. She's funny. She has the face that helps with Chloe, giving advices to Chloe. If you know something, if you know it's real, there is no point in faith, because faith is you believing without you having proof of it. And also asking Lucifer to go with her in the church, because she really thinks that he's a method actor and everything like that. And I also love that we have hints of her past. Like she said that she stole cars, that her grandmother showed her how to, you know, do this, and then she had a brother that is in doing illegal stuff. I want more of Ella's past. Please give more Ella backstory. So another character that I feel that I have to talk about is God Johnson. I know that God Johnson was showed just once, and he is supposed to be like any other character in the show. But since his plot was so huge in this episode, that was about God and if he was God or not, I feel like I had to say that I do not believe that it was just his mind, you know, because he has the peace, that he believed that he was God because he could heal someone. I think this piece brings some memories or some messages to Lucifer from God, because he recognized Lucifer and didn't call him Lucifer, called him Samael. He also said that you're not the Samael I remember. This is not the Samael I remember. So it means that he remembers something, that it's not just, you know, believes. He remembers the first time that he saw the goddess. So that's weird, because I really don't think that this is just a coincidence that this belt with the piece of the sword just ended up with this guy that was from Los Angeles. He got the belt in Vegas. I don't remember what place he was when he got the piece, the belt, but it wasn't in Los Angeles, and he was from Los Angeles, and he's going to cross paths with Lucifer. So that's real. We really believe in this type of coincidence, and the people that actually touched the belt or the piece before, the person that put the piece on the store, neither of them have the feeling of using it or could heal people or something like that, because God Johnson was conscious that the belt was giving him something, because he said no, the belt, no, when she tried to take it off for him. And I believe that he knows that his powers and everything was coming from the belt, but he also believed that he was God. So but okay, so now Amenadiel is the character that really annoyed me the most in the season. I love Amenadiel. I do love Amenadiel, and I think he did a lot of better since last season, because for me last season he was kind of a villain. He wasn't a villain, but he was very close of it, and he brought back the villain. This season he changed a lot. Like, he was sad and depressed because he was losing his powers. Then he saw his mother, and then after Uriel died, he actually went against God, and he pretended that he didn't saw that his mother was out of control. She tried to kill Chloe, and he was okay with that. He pretended that her plans were okay. He was not seeing things clearly because he wanted to come back to the Silver City at all costs. So when he saw that the final piece was, besides saying like, oh, my mother loves Lucifer the most, and he was like, oh, boo-hoo, he also was, he found out that the last piece God gave to the favorite son, and he just assumed that the favorite son was Lucifer. He switched sides so quickly because now he didn't want to come back to the Silver City with his mother, because now he was in his father's behalf because he was the favorite. But if Lucifer was the favorite, maybe he wouldn't do that. Also saw the goddess. So the goddess, like I said about Malcolm, she was different from Malcolm, you know. Last season I said that I loved to hate Malcolm, but I can't say the same thing about her, because I can't hate her. It's weird, but I can't actually hate her. I think she is a great villain. I never felt like this for a villain before. I can't actually hate her. Sometimes I love, sometimes I hate, but it's very quick before I love her again. And I feel bad for her, and I know she's manipulating Lucifer, and that in this moment I hate her. But then I feel bad for her and I start liking her again. I like the way she deals with things. What can I say? It's the first time I love a villain. And she really, really, really tried me, because she dared to hurt Linda. No one touched Linda, and I simply hated her. But even that wasn't enough, because in the end of the episode, when she was going away, I was like, oh, it's so sad that we're never going to see her again. I am sad about that. I can't believe I'm sad because a villain is not going to come back. For both Lucifer and Charlotte, the goddess. If God came back to say, I'm sorry, if God Johnson was actually God, I believe that they were going to be okay. Like, Lucifer would forgive his father, and even Charlotte would forgive him, and everything would be peaceful. Okay, so now I'm going to give my considerations, my thoughts about what's going to happen in season 3, and my questions. So my thoughts. I really hope that Chloe and Lucifer have something this season. I also hope that Chloe doesn't believe that Lucifer just ran away again like the other time. Although if she goes to his house, the mobile is going to be like he didn't left, differently from the last time. And another hope that I have is that Maze doesn't treat Lucifer the way she's treating him now. Lucifer decided that he was going to say the truth, show himself to Chloe, and I do believe that this season he's going to tell her, but I don't think that it's going to be in the first episodes. I think in the middle of the season, maybe, because I believe that something is going to happen, that he's going to change his mind, or he has to delay that. I really believe that. So my questions is, what happened to the board of ethics? I'm just kidding. The question is, who hit Lucifer and why? Why this person took Lucifer to the desert? Lucifer has his wings. How? God gave it back to him, but Lucifer already cut it once, so he's going to cut it again? I don't think so, because what's the point to bring the wings back if he's going to cut it again? But okay. So guys, I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, you can let me in the comment section below and I will answer to you. So see you in season 3, guys. Bye.